I was trying to. Good morning, everyone. You're tuned into Table Talk Show with Nikki G, the voice, on islandvibe.net. It's been a very entertaining week because Carnival just finished in Trinidad, and we had our winners. I'll say it next after we take our very, very, very short break. But it was a very really entertaining carnival, and I had a lot of tabanca, and if all you don't know what tabanca is, I had to kind of zoom into my Trini accent there. If you don't know what tabanca is when, number one, when you get horn and you're taking it on, or you're taking on something that you really want to be at, you know what I mean? Well, that's in reference to what I'm talking about. So carnival just finished. We had our winners. It was a huge success, even though they said a lot of people didn't go to Trinidad, you know, for certain obvious reasons. But everyone that I heard of, and I looked on the internet, my go-to place is either Facebook or Instagram when I'm, you know, looking for news, highlights, and stuff like that, because it's very entertaining. So a lot of people, police was out, certain bands and so forth was really good to play with, and I'll give you all those highlights when we come back. Today I have a super artist on my cast, and he's really, really good at what he does, and that's Lee Major, the boss. So stay tuned for highlights and my guest who's going to be coming on when I come back. Keep it locked to islandvibe.net.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to islandvibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dancehall.
Undisputed champion. Heavyweight, world great. I the make Gaza celebrate.
Call the Uber. Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Reggae Dance.
Aún no parecen todavía. Viven en el siglo de la hombría. Que te arregles solo para ellos. Y que para tu hombre te maquilla.
Love in my heart. Rum in my veins. I so love my rum. Bring an expert to again. I so love my rum. Bring an expert to again.
And more. Islandvibes.net.
What are you doing? She wanna wine to the bass and the drums and the beats and the pulse and the vibes and the things of soca. She wanna fling it up and fling it up and fling it up and putting it down, 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 down. This girl, she love how she dance all. She love how she says. Now now she wanna work up she body. She want to jam with soca. She never really bump for the whole day. She never take a jump in a jube. Oh God, she's a body. She want to jam with soca. She don't wanna wake up next to no gunman. She rather wake up next to a man with a flag in the hand who want to have fun, man. She just run, man. She fed up by the gunshot. She just want to wine low and come back. This girl never went to a fed, never put on a costume yet. No, she want to be a masquerader, winding on the road. Don't you underestimate her, winding on the road. Oh, that she dream, my brother. Just let she dream, young brother. Whoa, whoa. Bend and give me sugar way, girl. Give me sugar way, girl. Give me sugar way, girl. Give me waist, girl. It's too sweet, too sweet. It's too sweet, too sweet. It's too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. She want a man who love soca, soca, soca. She needs a friend who love soca, soca, soca. She want a life full of soca, soca, soca. She want a life full of soca, soca, soca.
Fling it up and fling it up and wine till it's soca. Face pretty, you can go on a poster. Hand on your knees, girl, trip and bend over. Bend over, bend over. I know you want it, I know you want it. The soca make you feel haunted and make your back start bend. When you start bed, now you lose oxygen. In the time pretend. When you stick, stab it till you start to beg. When you stick, stab it till you start to beg. When you stick, stab it till you start to beg.
She wanna wine to the bass and the drums and the beats and the pulse and the vibes and the things of soca. She wanna fling it up and fling it up and fling it up and putting it down. She don't wanna wake up next to no gunman. She rather wake up next to a man with a flag in the hand who want to have fun, man. She just run, man. She fed up by the gunshot. She just want to wine low and come back. This girl never went to a fed, never put on a costume yet. No, she want to be a masquerader, winding on the road. Don't you underestimate her, winding on the road. Oh, that she dream, my brother. Just let she dream, young brother. Whoa, whoa. Bend and give me sugar way, girl. Give me sugar way, girl. Give me sugar way, girl. Give me waist, girl. It's too sweet, too sweet. It's too sweet, too sweet. It's too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet, too sweet. She want a man who love soca, soca, soca. She needs some friends who love soca, soca, soca. She want a life full of soca, soca, soca. She want a life full of soca, soca, soca.
Dale, dale, dale pa'lante, 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 dale, dale, dale pa'lante.
Greedy with another man. We are the island. I tell you now I'm good. I'm good, boy. I tell you now When we outside, it's an ocean of love. All that we align to the stars up above. Let we dance now, take a chance now with me. And we go jump till morning. Look, the moon gone sleeping. Tell them we not leaving till the last drop of a canal is madness in the capital. So I feel like I run in tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home. 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 I feel like I run in tongue again. Jump and shake the ground again. Wave with all my friends and them. No place like home. 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 Now is the time for it to jam on somebody. Hand up in the air. Madness everywhere. Itching with DNA. To get on bad when we are the road.
Welcome to Table Talk Show on Island Vibe Radio or islandvibe.net, Philly Caribbean station. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've had a lot of feedback. And the last show that we had, it was really interactive. And that's what we try to bring. We try to bring a different aura of entertainment each and every time. You know, I might probably have an artist 1 minute. I'll probably have a cook. I'll have, everybody that basically have a story to tell, a story of survival, a story of love for entertainment, and, all those good things. I wanted to bring some news to people who wanted the news on for the carnival. I took a picture of this thing and now it's blurry. I don't know why. Okay. All right. So for the final road march, everybody was up in arms of who's going to win and what's going to happen and music that came out late and all that, So first place winner was Mikel Teja, who won. The number of placements he had was 341 votes. That's how many times actually that it was played on the stage. Second place was Ian Alvarez, who's Bungie Garlin for Carnival Contract, which was 225 plays. And third place was Patrice Roberts with 48 plays. I really thought Patrice, I guess in light of the type of music that's being played and so forth, I really thought Patrice was going to be played more because after, Drew's death and even when this song came out, her song was played a lot and it was heartfelt, for what happened with her fiance. But moving on, we also have highlights of the Youth King Soca, which was Michael Teja with DNA first place. Second place was Castro Cupid with Straight from the Heart. Third place was Pharaoh with I Don't Want to Do It. Fourth place was Slick, Trinidad Is Not a Real Place. And fifth place was Andre Nelson. And then we have Band of the Year and so forth. So I'll concentrate on that. I'll bring that news to you within the course of the show. I have here my guest. This guy's phenomenal. I've known him for years. I was actually on a different station with him, and that's how we met each other. So Lee, welcome to Island Vibes. Welcome to Table Talk Show. Welcome. How is everything?
Yeah, great. Thank you for having me here. Island Vibes, enough love, enough respect, opportunity, the platform to showcase some of the things that I've been doing and continue to do.
Very good. So Lee Major, he's a DJ. He's an artist. He sings. He's a writer as well. And he's a TV host. And they always say, you would know someone. You know someone for years, but you don't know everything about them, And this is why I'm here now to highlight everything that Lee does in the Caribbean industry. He's Jamaican born, and we'll get into it now. So Lee, tell me, how did you start in the music industry? Like what prompted you to get into the music industry?
Okay, you said something.
Oh, entertainment industry.
Well, okay, in the entertainment industry, it started from a kid. It started from a little boy with my family. We played music in the house, every Saturday. That was out of all days of the week. That day of the week was the cleanup time for the house, and music was always blasting. So I was inspired by my family. Music was always playing non-stop.
Yeah.
Non-stop.
So I read it was your uncle. Was he a musician, or just everybody had, love music, have a love for music?
Like they said, it's a village. So it was my uncle, and then my grandmother, and then my aunts. Cause my grandmother, it's like when I come to realize it, that brought me into sound classes, my grandmother. Because my grandmother, when she had differences with my step grandfather, she used to play songs to get on his nerve. So we used to just sit there and laugh because she'd be throwing words like "I will survive" and stuff like that. So we used to say,
Right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So things like that got us into that.
Oh gosh. Who were your idols growing up?
There's so many, and I try not to leave them out, but Screechy Dan.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not gonna put them on the numbers, but
yeah.
like Screechy Dan, Maltamasi, Yellow Man,
Yeah, yeah.
Papa Levi, and
Mm.
I mean many others because also you have soca artists like Sparrow, even Bungie Garlin, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I love of not
yeah.
of lately, but of current years Skinny Bantam. I listen to a
Mm.
lot of different genres of the soca, jab, and I'm really into it because it's music and I love it.
Yeah. All right. So mine, I was into Bob Marley. I was really highly into Bob Marley.
Yeah,
So I like that. So soca, even though I'm a soca baby, I'm born in Trinidad.
yeah.
I kind of got into it late because back then it was more for the older people.
Mhm.
I thought, because the younger generation always have a flex of what they like to listen to and so forth. So for me,
Yeah.
it was Bob Marley, and then I used to listen to hip hop and R&B and Biggie and Tupac and all that type of stuff. Um, so why I touch on Bob Marley? I just wanted to get your feedback on this. The movie, which I'm going to see, I really want to see it because I saw the history of him on television and what happened to him and so forth. What do you think about the movie? Is it something that you would go to see, and the hype up over the person not being Jamaican and so forth? What is your thoughts on that? You can be
Uh,
neutral if you want, or you could get into it.
sorry, and I forgot somebody else that I could never forget, Dennis Brown. So,
Ah,
Bob Marley movie, I saw it. I saw it, and I don't.
oh, you saw it.
Yes,
You went the first
yeah,
day.
definitely.
Mm,
And I saw it, and for my opinion, that's a person that's in depth into the music and the culture. I was disappointed, very
mhm,
disappointed. But
mm.
to the average people that just love the music and love the vibration, I think they'll be satisfied because
Mm.
like you and I think you're gonna look at it in a different
Yeah.
aspect yourself. I'm not trying to make it negative or bad, but all of
Mm.
us like journalism and producers and stuff like that, because we know the in depth, we know the
Yeah.
so we're gonna be kind of like But other people
Mm.
just who wants to know, who just first listen to reggae or any kind of Caribbean music, and they heard Bob Marley, so they'll be satisfied.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can
So
understand that because when you hear, I think I went to see a movie, and this person was portraying, I think it's a Caribbean, a Trinidadian, and it sounded different. I'm like, why couldn't they get someone from Trinidad who has the accent, you know?
it,
But
it,
at the
it,
same
it,
time,
it,
oh no, go ahead.
no, sorry, it
Yeah,
wasn't
but
even
at the same time,
yeah. Sorry,
oh no, go ahead. I think it's the airways. Go
yes,
ahead,
it was.
explain.
Um, it's not even the point of the accent. The accent didn't bother me at all because our accent could come across very abrupt and raunchy at times. So
Mm-hmm.
I can accept the accent, but I'm more like the things that happen, the storyline.
The storyline. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to go see it on the first day, but I think I'll probably go see it today. So
Yes.
at least I could get firsthand feedback of what it is about. And I know what it is about, but firsthand feedback of the actor, because I saw someone put when I was reading the blogs saying that this guy, he acted a couple other movies. So that's why they picked him number one. And it wasn't so much so that he wasn't Jamaican, but he fit the role, so I'll go see it myself and see, how it is. But I watch a lot of documentaries, and the last documentary of how he passed away, the type of person he was, even documentaries with him in it, talking about when they tried to assassinate him the very first time and all that. All right, so I see. It is. Yeah, yeah. It's very interesting. Very, very interesting that it could actually have archives from way back to
Yes.
show him singing, talking about his life and all that, really, really interesting, man. Dancehall Archives, right? You have so many subscribers. I'm like, when did he start this? When did you start that YouTube page? So Lee has a page on YouTube, or I should say, YouTube account where he has over 46.1K subscribers and over 1.6K videos. And these videos is basically about dancehall. I think you said there's some soca as well,
Yes.
history.
Yes.
All right. So explain to me, when did you start it? What enlightened you in order to start something like this?
So Dancehall Archives was, at first it was very personal, because I've contributed. I don't like to use the word I, because it's we, as in the people, help me get to that level where I'm respected and loved. But we, the people, I didn't get a chance. The people didn't get a chance to see the stuff that I've contributed to the business. So what I've done was, I had some past videos from the past, and plus some of my friends and my family, and I asked them, do they have any footage of myself and other things of my group, Earth Ruler Sound? And they was like, yeah, we have them. So I said, you know what? Let me just put this together. You know what I mean? I was sitting around a bunch of brethren, Cosmic International with Easy and Sparks, and Easy was the one who gave me, some of it's a collection. Then I had some, and then I said, let me just to show the people that the works that I put in, as you know. And then I seen it start to gravitate to the world. So I was like, wow, it wasn't really that purpose for it yet, but it was because of the public demand that they want to see more stuff. So I said, let's go. Let's all in, like everybody. Like, it wasn't a selfish thing. It was just to remind the people that we are here and we put in our work for the people to enjoy. So like I said, it wasn't selfish. It was just something that I had to make the world acknowledge, because, music is always revoluting at different times and different eras. So some of the generations seem to don't acknowledge or forget who was there before them. So, that was the purpose of it. Dancehall.
Yeah. So your group of dancehall archives, does it consist of a lot of people or just a couple of your friends, or what's the contribution like?
The contribution is like the people who, like you'll say to me, Lee, do you have a footage of, say, Lee Scratch Perry? And I'll be like, yeah, but I never got you'll tell me, like, you should put him up because, people like to see that. So I like to hear people's opinion. So to really answer your question, it's just me, myself, and I. That.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right. But for myself, doing videos, I find sometimes it takes a lot of time. So your video footage, is it personal video footage that you're doing, or you taking videos that people would send you clips of, or you take clips from different places? How is it done? The process.
I really actually have the VHSs of these videos, and then I convert them. Yeah. I convert them, and I'm good at editing, so I can edit and then I
Yeah.
chop it up, and then I, make it make sense, and I also look out for the artist's interest, because certain things they were saying in those days are not able to say nowadays. So I try to get them so they won't be scandal and say, "Oh, how you used to say this back in the days," and because everything is so
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I protect art.
So you review
I
the
review it.
word. So for
Yeah.
people who don't know what VHS is, could you
Yes.
explain what a VHS is?
Oh my God! I mean, there's
Oh,
someone around here, but I'll tell it to you. But yeah, VHS is a recording device. A device it has it's like two reels, like a film. And can I get one? Yeah, and you put it's like you put it in a VHS, definitely, and it's
In a
just
recorder, yeah.
in a recorder, and yeah, you work with it. You know what I mean? And then you press play,
Yeah.
and then it converts. It can come. If you have the recording devices. Thank you. See, this is a
Yeah.
VHS.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, VHS. So
That's
I have
amazing.
I have thousands of these.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
people, if you open that like to the top, there's a reel that's inside. There's two reels on each end. Yeah. And if that tape busts, forget it. You have to know how to put it back, and
Yes, it's
so
very,
it's
very
something
time
so
consuming. So you have, like you
yeah,
said, doctor.
yeah, exactly.
And I
So
have
that's
thousands of cassettes too. Because I have a
oh yeah.
SoundCloud page with dancehall archives. So I put a lot of audio that people haven't heard in years. Like, you know what I'm saying? That yeah, so like this.
Mm,
People know,
yeah.
like cassettes. Thousands of them.
The tapes, yeah.
Yeah, the
Let me
tapes.
tell you a funny story. When
Yes.
when I was younger, I mean I love music. You could see that, right? So
Of
I love
course.
music so much back then. Back then, you know what it is to record on that before CDs even came out? It's like you stop in, you press and record, you
Right.
press and thing, and then you have to stop it when I was trying to record when the DJs play so I could have the songs for myself. And
Correct.
that's before all these other cloud places came out and stuff like that. So I used to record it, stop it, and then when it reel out, oh my God, it
Yeah, when you
was
realize,
such work.
it was just it's time consuming, but you just have to have patience and just
Yes.
take time with it, because up to now I still do it. Some of these VHS they pop, and I have to I call it surgery, and I take my time. I even have dot tapes. I even
Uh-huh.
have I have I even have 8-track tape. So
And that one
yeah,
was bigger.
yeah.
I never had 8-track. I know a friend that had 8-track, and
So
I saw that's the first time I saw that
that's
one.
really the archives. You know what I mean? I really go into the archives.
Ah,
Yes, definitely.
that's
Yeah,
beautiful.
let's try to make a
Um,
remembrance of the past and even the current. But the current, of course, is more digital, and but I definitely bring people back to those times and remembrance of some family members or loved ones, and some positive vibes of our community in the Caribbean.
yeah. Um, I see. So I mentioned that Lee is also a host, and he hosts a show. What's the name of the show that you host?
Okay, I hosted a show called Dancehall World.
Mm-hmm.
Dancehall World was my bona fide bro, Steve Austin. And
Yeah.
we were like the original podcast. Like we really used to just do different things on a Saturday night on public access channel in Brooklyn called BCAT.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you could go on YouTube itself and find it, because I put some of the footage up. And we used to we were just wild, but with fun and entertainment.
Yes.
And we highlighted that, the Caribbean community and all communities, because
Mhm.
that was Dancehall World was about.
Yeah. I saw when you interviewed Shabba Ranks. That was really entertaining.
Yeah, that was very intense. I appreciate Shabaran's knowledge and One of the best interviews I've ever done was Luciano.
Mm.
Luciano, that was the first artist. I couldn't. I mean, Dennis Brown. You almost named him. The only one I really didn't catch was Bob Marley because I was a kid.
Yeah.
But Luciano made me cry for the words that he was saying, and I had to stop the camera and like, oh my
Really?
God, yeah, like it was that in depth. So big up Luciano. I'll never forget that.
Mm. Yeah, I met him once. They had a concert in Brooklyn.
Yes,
I did a quick interview for a friend, and that was it, you know?
yes.
I haven't seen the interview. I just did the interview, I gave it to her, and that was that,
Don't
you
worry,
know?
it's gonna come up on the archives desk one day, and you'll see it.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That'll be really nice.
Definitely,
You
definitely.
also did dance hall film, a part of a cultural legacy, which is reggae dancehall community called Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall. Could you explain that to us? Give us a little insight.
Yeah, sure. Brooklyn Dance Hall, which is currently in film festivals all over the world right now. So it hasn't reached the Netflix or nothing yet of that major platform. But it's consists of some of the like 5% of dancehall scene in Brooklyn, New York. I mean, why I say 5%? Because there's majority of more that needs to be heard and listened and
Mhm,
watched. But
mhm.
the time was very limited on the film, so they couldn't collect everything at one time, but they
Okay.
collect a lot. So one of our stories was featured on how the dancehall scene was in Brooklyn, New York City, America, because when you really hear about dancehall music and reggae music, it's always in the island. It's never, there's never a story about the States, what happened in the States. And I was very
Mm,
happy to be one of the participants to contribute some of my knowledge and
yeah,
my experience and some of my archives to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So I
yeah.
got definitely shout out Amy, shout out Shaggy, shout out Will. I mean, the whole staff that made it possible. Big up Lionface, aka Babyface, and just
Mm,
Screechy down to Red Fox, Ding Dong, Sean Paul. It was just a collective, all of us giving a account on what happened.
effectively.
Looking,
So
yeah.
how did that come about? How did they get, you and Shaggy and everybody together to say these are the people that I want in order to represent the art form?
Okay, what happened was my brother, my mentor, my I just musically and like a big brother, I really love this young man, Screechy Dan. He was the one who told me, he said, yo, Major, say this lady contacted us about um doing a film, a documentary. And I think and I know your story would want to be heard, so would you want to be a part of it? And I said, of
Mm,
course. I mean, people got ears to listen and want to listen. Why not? And that's how that came about. Because Screechy Dan, like I said, my mentor, always positive vibe and we're always uplifting each other to do better. So
yeah.
and of course I know Red Foxes. All of us we call it DJing, and other people call it toasting. So
Ah,
we toast together in the community from the 80s.
very nice. It's good when you have friends that have your back, have your
Yes,
interest. You know what I mean?
yes.
Especially like minds and stuff. So you're pushing each other to do things. They're pulling you here and they're saying, okay, you know what? I see a opportunity for you. So I think this will be great. And
As you know,
I
as you
think
know,
that's really good.
as you know, I mean, there's rare people like that. You know that will push you, especially if you and them are in the same fields. They be selfish.
Yeah.
When you find
Yeah.
people that are real like that, and even yourself, that were
Yeah.
always looking to help other people to do better and progress. It's a
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah. But the thing is, I mean, as you know, the world is filled up of so many different type of people, right?
Right.
So they always say your tribe is your tribe. Your tribe will follow you. You'll have people that'll push you. You'll have people that will be pulling and tugging against you and hating you. But
Yeah.
I say those people make you better, you know? People
Oh,
who feel that they're in competition with you and stuff like that. And you're like, I'm not in competition. I'm just here to shed my light on the world. I'm just here to give you my gift, my God's created gift. So different people will push you in different ways. Let's say you come in my life for a reason to teach me something. Some people come into your life to make you tougher and so
yes.
forth. So you basically accept whatever's coming as long as they're not coming to kill you. You
Exactly.
know?
Yeah, some people are in your life for, let's say, season, or, with
Yeah,
a reason.
season, reason, or a lifetime.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
we have to know, we
Um,
have to know when that season is past also.
yeah, you have to know. You have to know because when you keep holding on to that, not how should I say, not realizing that this is the time to move on.
Yes.
They pass their time or whatever and keep moving, then you get stuck because you want this particular thing. But I always say it's not what you need, is what you no, no, it's not your wants, it's your needs,
Correct.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, that's one.
yeah,
I agree with you 1 billion%.
yeah. Um, So your writing skills, how did that, you find some people who are artists, they probably don't know how to write. They could only sing and vice versa. So your writing skills, what did you have that as a little child as well, or
Yeah, I'm glad you brought
that
that up. That's a
progressed?
good question. And I love. Nobody never asked me that, and I'm gonna get in depth and personal with that. Um,
Okay.
my first songs in the 80s, like 84. I was writing because my brother wrote it for me. And my brother
Mm,
helped me to put it together and wrote it for me, right?
mm,
And what really made my skills like phenomenal is my aunts, because I was raised by my aunts. Of course, my mother, like, it's a village. So what happened?
yeah.
I was always I don't want to say nothing bad about myself, but I was very defiant. And I was a person that just don't like to be told what to do and when to do it. So
Mm,
I used to get in trouble, and I used to have to write compositions why I shouldn't beat you, or why should you be scolded? Why not should you be scolded? And I would
yeah.
have to the whole composition of
Oh
why
my
I shouldn't
God.
get. And if I misspelled a word, if I
Yeah.
wrong abbreviation, I had to do it over again.
What?
That, yes. Yes. So I got a shout out. She probably gonna be mad at me, but I love her to death. My auntie Ida. She had me on point with that. I had to
Uh,
over everything. If I wrote it and it was too dark, if the pencil was too dark, write it over.
yeah. And that increases your penmanship when
Yes.
you have someone that, encourage you to do things like that.
Right. So and then after a while, I said, okay, I learned big words and I know how to abbreviate and how to put them together. And then, I started listening to people, listen to songs and music. And I said, why not? Right. Right. Right.
And it
So
just take off from there.
that's how it started. It definitely started from the structure from home. Right.
Mm,
You're gonna do it right, or you're gonna do it better best.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So have you written for anyone else besides yourself?
Yes, I've written for my family members, you know what I mean, that are artists, and they gravitate to do their thing. I haven't written for nobody else per se. I just keep on, now people are asking me to write for others. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And
Yeah.
and like I said, nothing ain't changed. I mean, from you need the help and I can do it, I'm there.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
your inspiration when you coming to write for yourself for the songs, like you have Waistline Rolling, Shake That Booty, Down Day, Push Back, No Behavior, Firefighters, and so forth. From your catalog, well, it's two-part question. What, I'll just ask the first
Sure.
one. The inspiration for these songs, is it from a personal experience or is something that you just conjure up in your head and you say, okay, I'm gonna sing about this?
Okay. I'm a person that I like to listen to other people's opinion and ideas. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, it's a village. So even some of them songs, I'll be honest with you, I wrote, but I also got help writing. You know what I mean? So it's like how I write songs is visualizing, like being in a party itself, listening to women talk, listening to men talk, to be an artist, a producer, anything in the music field, you always have to have, to me, an open mind and open ears and an open vision. So you have to, you from a chick to a child, listen and watch. So I shake that booty, big up Coolie Chat, who definitely helped write the song and put it together. So we was all, sitting down, kicking the vibes, and we just saw the inspiration of watching the women dance and enjoying themselves. And because what I really do is make feel good music, like make you feel happy, make you want to dance, make you want to enjoy yourself, make you forget your troubles, because your troubles is going to be there. But the 2 minutes or the 3 minutes that you could, because once your trouble is alleviated, to me, in a sense, you might have a better approach on your troubles or your situation. So you hear pushback, you might push back, and next you go into house and you singing pushback, and you might have a negative energy, and then you bring on that positive vibration that your partner might start pushing back on you, and you know what I mean?
That's true. All right, so
currents, people's currents, sometimes if you allow them to throw you off, it'll happen. So you can't allow negative current to throw you off.
That's true. That's so true. Okay, so would you like to set up, especially since you just mentioned it, set up pushback for us? We'll play some songs, we'll go on a quick break, and then we'll come back with some more questions.
Okay. People, pushback. Leave me to the boss.
Leave me to the boss. This one is called Dancing Instructions. I want all the ladies to participate. I don't want no lady to eat. This one come to dominate. You ready for party? Let me know. People tripping down the road, feeling the feeling of the vibes. All who smoking, getting high. People jumping, reach the sky. If you don't know, recognize. Time for the ladies to clarify. Now ask me the question, now ask me why. Push back the bumper. Push back, right back on me. Push back the bumper. Push back, right back on me. Push back, roll up the bumper. Push back, bring it for me. Push back, roll up the bumper. Push back it on me. You're drinking something, you're feeling nice. Forget your troubles, all is right. No time for argue, no time for fight. Waistline ready, you do it all night. Push back the bumper. Push back, right back on me. Push back the bumper. Push back, right back on me. Push back, roll up the bumper. Push back, bring it for me. Push back, roll up the bumper. Push back it on me. Them I want you, them want learn how you move your body, and it's well firm. Waistline I move to the drum and the beat. You feel it from the top straight down to your feet. Push back the bumper. Push back, right back on me. Push back the bumper. Push back, right back on me. Push back, roll up the bumper. Push back, bring it for me. Push back, roll up the bumper. Push back it on me. Bottles popping to the maximum. You feel like flying, you're on helium. Excitement in you can never done. You come out to have some fun. You ready for party? Let me know. People tripping down the road, feel the feeling of the vibes. All who smoking, getting high. People jumping, reach the sky. If you don't know, recognize. Time for the ladies to clarify. Now ask me the question, now ask me why.
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more. broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much, much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table talk. Get ready for our seasons, a roller coaster of emotions, all wrapped into one. Caribbean style. We'll cover our Caribbean roots as well, so keep it locked. Welcome to Table Talk. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and iTunes.
Own it, girl, you just own it, 'cause your body's on fire. Show me how to control it.
Table Talk Show is now on Island Vibes Radio. You can catch us every Saturday from 10 to 12 p.m. Log on to Island Vibes Philly or islandvibe.net.
Broadcasting live from Philadelphia, Island Vibe, Philly's newest and hottest station.
You're listening to IslandVibes.net. All your hits banging right here. Philly #1 Caribbean station. Best in dancehall.
Undisputed champion, heavyweight, world great. At the Met Gaza celebrate.
Call the Uber now. I am coming to ya.
Reggae Dance.
Aún no parecen todavía. Viven en el siglo de la hombría. Que te arregles solo para ellos. Y que pa' tu hombre te maquilla.
Love in my heart, rum in my veins. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again. I so love my rum. Bring an next bottle again.
And more. IslandVibes.net.
I say man love to jam and I love to misbehave. Spoiling myself so much we don't feel no type of way. Stay far with your heavy energy. Just give me alcohol, bumpers and fame. It's been so long already for Juve. Singing lyrics of the soul with my hands in the air. Finally, we ready to turn up the place right now. Could be rain or hot sun. Our vets say you can't control me. I come to overdo the thing. Free yourself right now and do your thing. Nah, so let we go. Oh, give me more alcohol, bumpers and fame. It's been so long already for Juve. Singing lyrics of the soul with my hands in the air. Finally, we ready to turn up the place right now.
Good morning, everyone, wherever you may be. It might be morning, might be afternoon, evening, good night, and so forth. I'm here with my special guest, Lee Major, the boss. And Lee just mentioned something to me which blew me away. I knew him for so many years, and maybe I overlooked it because, with the accent that you have and so forth, So I thought Lee was Jamaican, but Lee has Jamaican heritage, but he's Panamanian.
Oh yeah, 507.
That is so dope. So you know a little Spanish and stuff like that, or you just speak? Right, really?
Coco, yeah, I mean, of course.
So hola, buenos dias. Very nice. Bueno, really nice. Okay, so I noticed that you have a shirt on that says the boss rhythm. Could you enlighten us about that?
Yes, I'm also a producer and I've been producing. So this is a rhythm that you could get in on all leading outlets right now with various artists, because I definitely believe in bringing up the future in music, in their music career, and also there's new acts and also acts that we're familiar with. So this is a confirmation album with different artists like myself on it, Ali Cat, Screechy Dunn, of course, and Judah Fire, just to mention some of them, and Mr. Good Vibes, and more. It's like 15 songs on the album. So if you get a chance, just definitely check it out. It's called The Boss Rhythm.
Nice, very nice. And what Lee mentioned to me before is like he doesn't just do soca and reggae. He does so many different genres of music. You want to tell us a little more about that as well?
There's a difference. There's a difference between reggae and dancehall. So I do dancehall and I do reggae. Okay? We consider it one drop, or just like Bob Marley songs about, you hear Bob Marley sings, like, so that's more like that's reggae. Dancehall is more up tempo and dealing with a lot of the street contents and different various aspects of the music scene. But yes, I do reggae, I do dancehall. Of course, I do soca. I do jab.
From Grenada.
Yeah, from Grenada. And I do bashment what do they call it? Bashment soca or something like that. Yeah. So I do that too. And I'm looking forward to doing a reggaeton song shortly. I do hip hop too. So yeah, so sky is the limit, and aim for the moon. What is it? Shoot for the stars and aim for the moon. So
Good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was actually looking at some videos, and as you mentioned being a Panamanian and stuff, I've saw where there's some DJs who come from Europe, India, all over the world, right? Talking about how they get into the industry, what happens, especially let's say how people say soca is a Caribbean thing or a Trini thing or whatever, and then reggae music is like a Jamaican thing. So how do you get into that industry when you're coming from a different island?
What it is, right? Who said it best? Peter Tosh. We're African, right? So no matter where you come from, we're African. Even if your skin texture is a different texture, all of us, I know for a fact, from the one person. I don't know if you want to call him Jah, Buddha, whatever. We all, and I'm gonna say that my interpretation, God's people. So breaking down any musical barrier, from you love it, you put the work into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It could be rough because the acceptance level of what is that reggae DJ doing soca or doing job or doing what, but you just have to be persistent, consistent, and non-stop work ethics to make it possible. So you do not refuse. You keep on going. One refuse you, go to another. They refuse you, they keep refusing. You create your own lane. Believe in yourself.
Yeah. Confidence is key, definitely key, and believing in yourself and having faith in anything that you do.
Yes. Because don't get it wrong. Listen, Nikki. I've been, and many of more before me have been kicked down, knocked down because we're not of that particular native country of that culture. And I still get the musical challenge, but that's not gonna stop me. Never will stop me. Because I claim greatness. I am great.
That's good. You make my paws raise.
Well, I look at myself when I wake up in the morning, I give thanks and I say I'm great. So any obstacle, anything that's gonna rise above me and try to deflate my works or what I'm doing, you ain't gonna stop me because I'm great.
Yeah, that's really good.
We all should feel that way. We're great.
Yeah, we should. We should have that positive energy. And if you feel that negative energy coming on, you know that you have to go the other way. Think positive. Everything is not gonna work out like instantly. For some people it comes like really easy. I guess if you lay that platform and stuff like that, people say along the lines, the chips would fall where it's supposed to fall,
Right.
But just keep hope alive for yourself and things will work out,
It's just in a real life, and not even just with music now. This is what I tell people. You see that word consistency? Once you're consistent, you don't just do for today because it looks good. Like this opportunity you've given me, and I like to big up the whole management and staff, the station, Caribbean Bar, is if I could get other opportunities, other people to hear me out too, that's what you call consistent. Now, somebody see you for this week, don't see you the next 3 weeks or the next years. It's kind of, especially what you're doing, because I don't like to use that word try. You see that word try? It's a dangerous word because once you use it, it's an excuse to fail. That's my opinion. Because you say, oh, I tried. So if it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Nope. I'm doing it.
Ah, that's nice. I'm going to make a t-shirt with that. I'm doing it. Not that I tried. That is nice. Yes. That is nice. There's some key phrases from people that I interviewed.
Right.
And it's like, it stick with me, the reason season in a lifetime, I was going through something in my life, and a friend told me, listen, people come into your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime. And that calmed me down.
Correct.
Because I realized that people are not always going to be there. There's always certain agendas, there's certain things that happen in your life. So just accept it for what it is, you know?
Correct.
That is really though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just, life experiences. Experiences teach you a lot. You know, and I'm happy to be alive to even tell you these things, because in the days in the 80s, oh man, it was just something totally different.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like going to parties and basement parties, house parties, and going to these venues, and it was a lot of violence. It was a lot of violence. It wasn't a bed of roses. It wasn't pretty. Like you kind of knew when a party was when fireworks was gonna happen, and this is the life that I choose to live. I didn't have to live that life. I mean, I didn't have everything I wanted, but I had everything I needed. I was well taken care of, but I was the one who wanted to not to be a rebel, but I wanted to be different. And that's what, even keeps me motivated because of my age. And people look at me and they say, "You still doing this?" I said, "Of course, until the casket drops."
Yeah.
When the casket drop, my legacy will keep on going on because I will be heard.
Yeah.
And hopefully inspirationally, and anything that you get, because remember, audio and video will always exist. You will always see me. You will always hear me. So that's true. That's gratifying for me.
Especially now, it seems like they're pushing a lot of video content, especially on IG, and different apps are following the same thing, where the more music you put and the more video that's put out there. I mean, video content would never fail,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It will never stop,
I wish the artists of nowadays, even the younger ones, they kind of got basic of it, but my generation, I wish they knew how to market themselves. I mean, one day, nigga, we should have another show about how to market yourself, how to the content, because I'm also a content creator, and I always content create my business, the Boss Entertainment, and Dancer Archive, and I'm always giving footage and stuff like that to keep in your face, and that's what I mean by consistent and constant, nonstop.
Yeah. I think that's what our youth of today needs, even the older generation too, who don't know how to create their own content, artists who don't know where to go in order to make sure that their music is spread to the masses. The business aspect of it, how you register your business, how you register your music. I'm not sure if you deal with Cut. I know Cut is in Trinidad, so I'm not sure who you deal with here. But people need guidance on where to go. And at the same time, you have people out there who are taken from people. So the trust issue that we have among, let's say, Caribbean, first of all. And then now, if you can't trust your own people, how do you go to other people in order to give them your work or put your life, your talent in their hands in order for them to help you to go where you want to go?
And it's an amazing situation, because trust, that word trust, as the older I get, it's a very in-depth word, trust. Because especially
where you need to go and what you need to do and so forth, And if you're not one of those content creators that people really know that you're out there, then people look for looks as opposed to talent, So that's another thing.
But Nikki, there's a lot of things. Sometimes you don't even know what sells. You say, okay, image, and sometimes image is not even the image of the person looks. It's just because a lot of things that we see on TikTok. Because to me, TikTok is a major contributor right now to things going viral and your songs being. And I mean, I don't know if you saw this one. I'm pretty sure you saw the man just laughing
And it going viral.
Yeah, it's like a hit song, and then you play it in a party for this younger generation. They're going ecstatic because that's what they see on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah. Even restaurants and places that we go to eat, as long as it's on TikTok and people talk about it, that's like your go-to now.
Yeah, because even as an artist, right? Your lyrical content, right? And I'm not gonna be biased. I mean, to me, one of the greatest lyrical content artists in the soca world, and even this music, is Bungie Garlin.
Yeah.
Right? So Bungie Garlin is full of lyrics, and I appreciate it, and I'm sure the masses appreciate it. But from you don't have that punchline, the people don't even want to hear it no more. So the span of listening to music or anything in life is shorter than a New York minute. It's like,
yeah, it's very short.
They don't hear what they want to hear right away.
Yeah.
A bunch of lyrics that you say, and they don't want to hear about that. They want to hear where's that rolling, where's that rolling, where's that. Yeah.
I know the content is like really limited now to, I mean, real music lovers and people who are into content and hearing the lyrics and so forth, then you know you get a good view. Really fascinating. So what we're gonna line up here, this video that we're going to show.
No, I said there's more too. So, we always want to keep.
Oh yeah. So this video we're gonna show is with Lee. I know. Yeah, but I had done yet because you're gonna come back to my show and we're gonna talk about more because we need to find out more about you. Everything that you've done in the past because there's so much to talk about. So right now we're gonna set up this video with Lee Major, known sound personality, 1989. We're gonna set that up so people can see it, and we'll be right back. So Lee, in those videos, right? In that video, if you don't mind me asking, because I know ladies are very thing with their age and stuff like that. How old were you in that video?
I was probably about 24. About 24. Yeah. 24. 24.
Or 24. Okay. All right. Hold on. Let me make sure. Ian, are we live? I think we're on break. Hold on. Ian.
Yeah, you are live.
Yeah, you're alive.
Oh, okay. I was actually looking at the live thing and it's showing the commercial. All right. So you were young back then. So I had a question like further down, like I kind of
the chain of thoughts. It's okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I say you.
Yeah, no, I was thinking because you had mentioned before that, around that time it was dangerous. Is it because of your age or back then not knowing so much, so the environment and so forth? What really made it dangerous Is it the youth being a younger person, or
it was a combination of a lot of different things, you know. I don't like to make mention of it, but I'll make mention of it because everybody know what it was in those days. The crack epidemic, the era of the you know, like dancehall was a bubbling pot, especially New York City. So you had Grenadians, Trinidadians, Barbadians, Haitians, Americans, Panamanians, of course, and so on and so on, all came in. Dancehall brought a melting pot, especially New York City together. So it was different cultures and different understandings in one group of arena or public space. And it became very interesting because, you know, this was very opinionated about how this should go in a music venture, and this one should go, you know, disagree or agree, and then it became very, very competitive. And some felt that you're not Jamaican, so you don't know this more than me, and others be like, no, and this and that, and it was just very different. And even before you get to the venues, the everyday life, the everyday struggles. Like I would love to do a movie or even a documentary on a lot of artists, even sound people that play music and stuff like that. So like how, you know, before the music, what happens? Like what goes into preparation? What do you do? I mean, there was a lot of things. Like I'm gonna tell you, and this is funny, but it's not funny, it's real. That before like a sound clash, right, Nikki? Before a sound clash, 2 weeks to 3 weeks before the clash, we weren't allowed to have any sexual interactions with our partner, my group.
Really?
Yes.
I know for sports. I think it was, what was it? Soccer.
Yeah.
Someone told me that they're not allowed, well, sports in general, you're not supposed to have any contact. But I didn't know for music, it's this
Sticking.
Oh, are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you.
All right. Yeah. So you weren't able to do that because of what?
Okay, I got to. Okay.
Oh, I'm sticking still?
Yeah, you're sticking. Yeah, you're sticking. But I'm catching on to like good parts of it in the same way. What it was, right? The name of the name of the group that I belong to or participate with on my team is called Earth Ruler, right? So Earth Ruler sound system is a highly spiritual name, Earth Ruler. So our peers are Rastafarians, and they really believe that, you know, sacrifices. So, you know, if you want to gain, you have to make sacrifices. So, I mean, you know, of course, younger age, you know, you love the flesh. So the flesh was something that if we could alter our energy into something else than the flesh and get onto this movement, we prevail in our endeavor. So that's why they strongly believe in no flesh. But I mean, and you could tell if one of us did. You could tell. And yeah, because the result
was different.
Yes. I mean, I know we had Bible class too.
Oh, really?
And Buju Banton used to be a participant in our class in the studies, because Buju Banton play a very intricate part of the sound system. That's another story. So big up Buju Banton, wherever he stand up, large up, Gaga man, Bazulu.
Oh, that is really nice. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's so many questions. It's just to get in my head, but I want to That is amazing.
Yeah,
I think that's one question I'm going to be asking some artists. Huh?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I was saying that's one question I have to ask artists because I never knew that part of it, that you can be physical, especially if you have to
I
go
mean,
play at
it's,
a gig or something like that.
it's not even you can't, it's what you choose to do. So it's not like, this is one of the rules and regulations but if I'm teaching someone and I see it work successful for me, even though what may be for me is for me and not for you, but still I'm gonna give you my knowledge and you see if it could work for you. But I strongly believe that no kind of certain things that even like, drinking alcohol and I've never been a smoker, so I'm not a smoker. So, I mean, but that's different for different folks because a lot of people are.
True.
I want to
That's so
smoke.
true.
Yeah. So.
That's really true. So in the DJ, I mean, you covered a lot of my questions in regards to that, but what we'll do is because as time is flying so quick, I want to play another video for you, for everyone. Let's set this one up. I want people to see what you do in Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall.
Okay, sure.
So set that up for us and then we'll play that video.
Okay.
Oh, you could set it up for us. You could introduce it and then we'll play the video.
Okay, Lee Major the Boss and Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall, a little intricate part, but wait till you see the whole film clipping in your future theaters. So.
Are you ready? Tribeca, are you ready? We represent the dancehall culture. Here we go.
So here, check it out. We're backstage here at Tribeca Film Festival, taking some pictures, getting ready to film. So fun times,
This music, this culture, this vibrancy put me here. I don't want people to forget that.
If you're from New York, you know the relevance of the reggae dancehall community.
As a teenager growing up in Brooklyn, dancehall is the main thing that kids look to. Dancehall was a part of a Caribbean kid's life.
This is it. Played it. As soon as it dropped, he just let it.
It's one of the first songs of my life that my knees started to buckle.
It's the most gunshots I've ever heard in a dance.
Real gunshot. Every time after you get a forward, gunshot bust in the ceiling. Indoors. Indoors.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, I was referring to the sound clash with Earth Ruler sound versus a sound called Addies. And Addies was a sound system is an elderly sound system for us at the time. And they were per se, like the king of New York. And we were the youthful sound, the youthful movement, because Addies was a traditional Caribbean energy, as in like two-piece suit, bell-bottom pants, Wallaby clocks, Elstitch clocks, newspaper in their back pocket with a ratchet. Earth Ruler was more of a youthful sound system. So we had our Carl Kanais, our Tommy Hill figures, it was just a youthful thing. We just, was bringing it to dancehall, a more up-tempo speed. And that was a challenge there for us to go against such a powerful, knowledgeable sound system called Addies. And I like to definitely acknowledge him, Babyface, who definitely is a contributor, a strong contributor, and like myself, who I'm a Panamanian, he's a Trinidadian. So if you watch dancehall, and as I'm introduced to certain things, The three most popular people in 90s era of New York dancehall was Lee Major, myself, aka the Boss, Babyface, aka Lionface, and this guy called Stirfish. Stirfish is American, Jamaican. Babyface is Trinidadian. I'm Panamanian, non-Jamaican. And we took it to the world. And I don't want to take praises, but we made it. We were one of them that made it cool to say, I am not Jamaican, but we could do this and we could take it to the world.
Yeah.
And even if the people say, oh, well, he's not big in Jamaica, he's not big in it doesn't matter. New York City, Brooklyn, America, I made it. I made it.
Yeah. But I think people, as you're calling the names, right? Earth Ruler sounds. I think people recognize the sound systems, and then individual. If you're into the sound system, then you know the individuals in the sound systems and people that create the whole sound system.
Yes.
Yeah. But how?
It's a collective situation because I had a team. I have a team members that were there. Like I said, I'm always taking lessons and listening. Like a Dreddy Don. I can name them: Sprocket, Tallman, Starkey. Just give you ideas, and crews, because we had our crews. We had the ZFL, FPK, because we was based in Crown Heights. So I was in Flatbush, but so I used to travel all the way to Crown Heights. Sterling Street, Maple Street. Midwood, big up Culture C, Major Miguel, Pablo. It's just so much that made greatness within all of us. But they see me because I'm the master of ceremony. And I wish a lot of people understand the meaning of master of ceremony. So,
Yeah.
Very passionate.
Yeah, and I think with the education of seeing the videos and you enlightening people and all this, then people are able to understand the culture. Because when I watch the videos, some people are like, how do you expect the culture to survive? Especially among the youths. Where actually do you see clashing? Like, let's say 5 years down the line.
Okay, currently, because I'm still active, I also, like I said, I'm a producer and also a promoter. So I keep dances called a Killer Cup. So Killer Cup, it features sounds that don't get an opportunity because they have it like the elites in New York City. The elites are Earth Killer, Soul Supreme, LP, Addies, right? So those sound systems everybody know of course, and we know Downbeat and stuff like that, Fergo Digital and more. But those sounds, when you mention of sound system, those are the sounds that you hear. So what I do is give opportunities to other sound systems to be featured and acknowledged. To me, what's hurting them is that they have this thing called audio. And audio, thank goodness for audio, because if it wasn't for audio and visual, the places I went around the world and being acknowledged around the world, I would never have phantom of going and knowing. So audio is a very intricate part of what helped Earth Ruler propel and many more sound systems. But these sound systems nowadays, they're so political that they don't want audio to go out because they feel that somebody might steal it or steal the songs that they created, or because they have an endeavor tomorrow night, so they don't want to have the sound system gather up a plan on how to defeat them.
Okay.
I mean, my times, the people times is way different than now. But Nikki, every night I used to clash 7 days a week, 8 days a week if they had 8 days. Sometimes it got so bad clashing that because we believe in something called don't play back songs. If the other sound system play, don't play back. There's times where I would think, yo, we played that. They was like, yo, no, Major, we played that last night or the night before. I'm like, oh, okay. Because it was that bad because we should just do, but I mean, they have their own way nowadays. So I'm not gonna knock it on how.
Yeah.
But I believe that if they had more audio out and more visual, they will, travel more and expand the culture. The sound, because it's a craft. It's a different craft.
Yeah, totally. It is different. Someone was asking where could they find the documentary, the one that is going to be coming out?
Okay, it's Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall. That's currently is touring the world, so they haven't really put it out like on a Netflix or a major platform like Amazon or something. So what I mean by touring the world, it's still showing in places like Brazil, Japan, Africa. So the last time I heard is in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Canada, right? So I mean, what they can do also, they can check out the Instagram Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall, and they'll find out where when it's coming to the major platforms.
Okay, all right. So when you say that they in Toronto, they basically doing their tour around.
Okay, what I mean by that, like it's showing in Toronto.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's showing in Toronto. Then it might go to Montreal. Then it might go to it's currently going to Jamaica very shortly. So it's going to be showing in Jamaica theaters. So before they put it out on a major platform, they want the people to get to see it. The intimacy of it, of what's going on, or what instead of the luxury of your home. So it's still gaining a lot of traction around the world.
Oh, very nice. And someone mentioned, well, we have people on our team that's locked on and listening. So
what's up? Nice.
Sure, let me get the name right so I don't missay what or who it is that's going. When is your birthday? Is your birthday today or tomorrow?
Bless yourself for asking me that. Yes, my birthday, God give me life and strength, is tomorrow, officially February 18th, Sunday. And we're keeping a birthday party for me in Brooklyn, New York. Yeah.
All right, good. So we have people that's gonna be attending. One of the person that's attending, he's called Short Boss.
Short Boss, big up Short Boss. What do you mean?
Yes. So he'll be attending it. I will be there. I didn't want to tell you because I wanted to surprise you. But I'm coming, yes, because I remember the first one I went to with Shandy, and it was very nice.
Thank you.
Up until morning, early morning, we were still there, So I'm gonna be attending.
I would love to see you. Thank you very much.
Do you want to give everyone the information so they would know where to go for the flyer, where to get tickets and so forth?
Okay, it's no tickets. It's 1440 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. It's called Island Breeze Restaurant. You can check out I was gonna give you that information later. You can check out my Instagram handles and different handles like Lee Major the Boss, one word. So you can see, you see what's going on.
All right. So you said no tickets. So is it tickets by the door?
Yeah, tickets by the door.
Is it you get it free? How does it work?
Okay, everybody's free before 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Everybody's free before 11 o'clock. And then after 11.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's
all right. So I'm gonna jump back in. I'll say that one more time. I'm sorry.
No, I said all works out great, even though you shouldn't really plan, but it's looking like a star-studded event.
Oh, nice, good. Yeah, because I see all the people that are advertising it and on your stories and so forth. So no matter how many people are there or whoever is there, as long as you're there, we're gonna celebrate.
Right. As long as I have life, I can wake up in the morning and say, "Thank you, Father. I'm great with it." Life. Nothing beats life.
Exactly. That's so true. Okay, so we're gonna play another one of your songs if you'd like to set up. Let's see. Which one would you like us to play?
Waistline Rolling.
The Boss Entertainment.
Okay.
Hot girl roll call.
Big up to all the people. This is the new one, just came out Friday, February 16th. It's called Waistline Rolling. This is for all of my ladies, all who can participate and move in that body in the groove of the beat. Boom.
The Boss Entertainment. Hot gal roll call. Leave me to the boss. I start looking for all the hot gal them. With the hot gal them there, front and center. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Rolling. Face, waist, body and shape, make a man want deal with them case. Bump around a fat, sexy like that, trending on TikTok. Every man want you, it must be true, you're the queen of the bumper crew. Some gal can learn a thing or two, so take them to wine in school. When you see a hot gal. When you see a hot gal, tell her come my way. When you see a hot gal, waist in rotation, ask her no question, she ready for the walk. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling. Yeah, gal waistline rolling.
So what were you thinking of when you made this song? And what type of genre of music would you say this is? What would you class it as?
I call it bashment soca, aka jab. Because it's up tempo. Oh no, power. I would say power, infused with power. So
yeah. Power, because it's a little faster in the RP.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I think is what they say.
Yes, on BPM.
The BPMs, yeah, hear me, RPMs.
Okay.
All right, I have a call coming in. Let me see if they have a question for you.
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. All right. I thought he had a question. So, all right. So, what were you thinking of when you did this? When you made the song and you wrote the song?
Visualizing the effect of ladies dance, because I be marveled when I see how people could move their body. Like I just be like in shock. Even it doesn't matter age. I mean, of course, adults, but you know the way they move their body. It's like I'm like, okay, you know. So I said, okay, waistline rolling, let's go. Waistline rolling.
Okay. Nice. All right, so we have another one. I want people to get some of your songs so they could go see it. Where could they find your songs? Let's just put that out there. Where on YouTube and your Instagram handles and so forth.
Okay, Instagram, Lee Major the Boss is one word, LeeMajordeboss. That's my Instagram, my Facebook, my TikTok, my Snapchat, also my YouTube page. Lee Major the Boss. And you can get my music on Amazon, Tidal, all major streaming devices. So I mean, so it's not like, you know, you have to go up one specific. If you have Buzz or whatever, the Buzz or whatever, wherever you get your music, Tidal, like I said, Apple Music, yes, just punch in the name, and you'll get a variety of songs.
Very good. All right, so we have one more video that I want to play before we go back into the questions. It's No Behavior Rhythm Medley. Could you set this one up for me?
Yes, this is enough respect reaching out to Coolie Chat, King Heartbeat family. This is called Pushback at the No Behavior Rhythm.
This is DJ Big Nito. Leave me to the boss. Big Red Minute. Yo, Coolie Chat. Give me the gal. Me say the madness I plan for New York City. I sure that no Trump go try to deport me. All the way out in New York, gal, you're sexy. I sure that no man go try stop me. The place go melt when we touch the road. The place go melt when we touch the road. The place go burn when we reach the band. The place go burn, fire in recession. No, now woman why the man? Man why the man? Is the best thing I say in the land. Oh, woman why the man? Man why the man? Is the best thing I see in the band. I show him no behavior. No behavior when I wind up on that gal, yeah. On that gal, yeah. I show him no behavior. No behavior when I drink the rum, yeah.
Oh nah, misbehave, head turn bad.
Okay. I think I can talk.
You've been back.
Oh, okay. Right, Lee. Welcome back, guys. So that video that you just looked at is No Behavior Rhythm Medley.
Yes.
So Lee, doing all these things, how do you keep up with your personal life? How is your personal life? You know, your support system and so forth.
I have a great support system. Phenomenal. I mean, sometimes it gets very testy because sacrifices that I make, not even I make, we make, because it's a village. And I'm telling you, it's rough. It's rough. And that sometimes I have to slow down. Like, they don't have to tell me, or they'll shake me up and say, listen, and I have to slow down because I'm so into getting us further that I don't forget the basics. I don't forget the loving, the kid, because I'm a caring person. I have 2 grandkids. And I've got a 3-month-old just born. His name is Noah, and I have a 10-year-old that his name is Caden, and he's 10 years old. And I'm so loving and attentive to them. So they help keep me grounded. Plus, my youngest daughter, she's 18. So, you know, it's not like I'm one of those fathers that I don't know what's going on. I'm very in tune to my oldest child. My oldest child is 34, and my middle son is 25. So it's like I stay in tune. Even if I'm moving, they're next to me. They want to be next to me. Right. Next to me. I don't. They're not a step ahead of me. Step behind them. I love my kids beyond the moon.
They're right there. They're right there. Yeah. So are you looking forward to seeing any of your kids take after you, or does everyone have their own road that they're leading?
Honestly, I wouldn't like to see them take after me because the road that I trod was a very difficult, dangerous, sad, but uplifting and smiling and greatness. But my son, he raps. And I even produced a song with him that I haven't put out yet. I've been holding it for 3 years, but it's a great song. I need to put it out. When people hear it, people be like, yo, what are you doing? Why you didn't pull it out? I guess because I'm so, how would you call it? Like I'm so much of a guardian around him. I don't want him to get into that environment where people start highlighting him, and then when he walking down, because my son is kind of quiet. He's not like me. I mean, I'm very quiet and I'm very reserved, but when the lights are on, I'm on. Yeah. My son is very quiet, so he doesn't really like that. Yo, what's up? And he doesn't really. So I'm, you know, it's good positive trying with it. Not trying, but doing. Just see if he accepts that type of role, because it's a different role once the media is on you. You know, you gotta how to roll. You certain things that you used to do, you can't per se do it because you have to keep that image of who you are, that clean-hearted, good person, and other things with goes on with being a good person. You know.
Yeah. I realize in entertainment, people usually have alter egos where I might be Nicole at home, but I'm Nikki G in the public, or when I'm doing an interview or something like that,
2000%. I could be walking down the street with my lady, and then we be having like conversations and we're talking, and then somebody be like, yo, Lee Major, then I have to turn on Lee Major quick. Yo, Wagwan, where you the fuck?
Oh my God. And that's the funniest thing, because I know there's a time that I took a person I was dating, took them to meet to New York. And they're like, oh my God, everywhere you go is like people know you and stuff. you know, so they didn't want to go anywhere with me anymore to New York. So we're walking in Jersey and stuff. People don't know that I love Jersey. They still think I love New York. So we're walking in Jersey. And then I was like, nobody, you know, in Jersey is safe. Nobody really know me here. And here comes up someone, hey, Nicole, how you doing? But they know me, not in the media industry. They just know me in general. He's like, you see what I mean? You know?
I see. There was times that I'm, you know, walking with my lady, and I see a woman come up to her and be like, could you hold my phone? You don't mind me taking a picture with him, right? And I'm like, wait, nobody conversates with me. Like, how does this pass? Like, what's going on? And they take a picture with me, and I'm taking a picture with them, and they're smiling. And then I walk away. I'm like, really? Nobody told me nothing? Oh, stop making noise. You know what I'm saying? So because every time we have a reason about something, I'm always trying to help educate. Like, just remember, right? When you leave out the four corners of your door or whatever, make sure you're presentable. And get ready for the world. Because you can have a bad day and somebody comes up to you and your energy might comes off bad, and that may spoil, you may lose a lot of fans. I don't call them fans, supporters. So
supporters,
right. Know what you're putting in the atmosphere.
True. That's so true. Yeah. Because you never know where you can be. I know the saying used to go, never leave home with a holy underwear.
Yeah.
Never leave home looking unpresentable.
Our grandmother used to always
say, you never know. You never know.
You never know who you may meet. You may never know somebody. You might see somebody and you want to take a picture with them, you know, and stuff like that. And I mean, I'm just sorry that now that I got it, that because I never was like a big picture taker, but now that's all I do to create memories, to keep memories, so my grandkids can know that I've put in work. We've put in work because they also sacrificed with me.
Yeah. So that's one of my questions that I had. Looking back, right? Looking back to everything that you did and, you know, that you've learned and stuff, what would you tell your younger self now? What advice would you give to your younger self?
That's a good question. Understand the business aspect of it. Know your worth. Even though you may put a value on you, and the consumer might put their own because they figure that's your worth, but you got to know your worth. So if you say this price and the person don't want to do it and you still try to meet them at a medium, okay, and it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So what you do now is you believe in yourself. You claim greatness. So if nobody's booking you for a show, keep your own show. Do your own recording. Because like I said, I'm a producer. So I produce my own music. It's not like I wasn't getting people to offer me to produce, but to do songs, but I believe in God bless the child that has his own. So that's why even the Boss Entertainment label that I produce younger acts and even, like I said, experienced acts, because just to push out the music further. A lot of unknown voices and a lot of things that's not being said need to be said in the forefront so they can be heard.
Yeah, that's true. I always say create your own door. If you don't see a door, create your own.
Yes. Yes.
So the diversity in music with dub plates, you find a lot of dub plates, you find a lot of reggae artists and so forth. You tell me if they do or if they don't use.
If they do or do, I'm sorry, because the phone.
Oh, so with the when you do sound clashes, right? When you do sound clashes, no matter where you are, most times you'd hear like reggae artists. So do they use soca artists? Have you used soca artists? And when would someone use a soca artist in a dub plate?
Of course, I mean, like I said, New York City is a diverse place. So definitely New York City, where there's different, like I said, Bajans, Haitians, Grenadians, Trinidadians. So they like to hear the homegrown, artists and stuff like that. So of course, when the time presents itself and the crowd is ready, you could kind of tell when the crowd is ready for a different type of energy. Because if you're a musician and you're a great DJ, you watch body language. Body language tell you a lot. So you say, all right, let us go there. And if it doesn't work, just know you have a backup plan that you know that the next song is going to be a hit and it's going to, conquer all. Like what's his name again? His name is P. I forgot the first name. Honestly, a Grenadian artist, not Tall P, but P. Super P.
Super P.
I think I forgot. Oh man, I forgot.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but we got some soca
What do you
double.
say, Ian? Oh, you have some soca dub plates from him?
Oh yes, I have.
Oh, Pumpa? Is it Pumpa?
No, he's from Grenada, not Compa. Oh man, I forgot his name.
Pumpa, I think Pumpa.
Okay, yeah, but we even got dub plates from DMX, the rapper that passed away. So we got hip hop.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
So, we got so it's like music is music and it varies. So that's why love the sound system Earth Willer, because definitely span the globe.
Yeah. So one question that came up: how did you feel when Mighty Crown left the building or left the culture?
It's all about growth. So Mighty Crown probably saw a different journey that we envisioned them for, because they're visionary in their aspect. So they decided to tackle a different part of it, because really and truly, Nikki, I mean, Sound Clash is great. It's great, and I'm not gonna belittle the craft, and I'll never do it, because that's what made me a household name globally. But as you grow and your life, you start to see different things. I mean, Sound Clash is it's very insulting, very disrespectful, because it's all about messing with somebody else's mental to defeat them and bring down their energy. So, if anybody ever seen the movie 8 Mile, they will understand what a Sound Clash is. So Sound Clash is not really nice. Even if you try to be the nicest in a Sound Clash, it's very competitive. And it could get you but so far. So my focus was to be a household name. I didn't care about the money part. I didn't even know that you get money out of music. I'll never forget.
That was one of my questions, because I wanted to know how. I'll let you finish that, but I wanted to know also about the money aspect of it. But finish your statement and then I'll ask you.
Yeah, I know. That time, the first time I got money, I was playing a sound system called Fashion Studio. Big up British Ranks. Big up the whole team. You know what I mean? So big up Mikey Culture. I had a daughter at the time. Her name was Jasmine. Big up Jasmine, my daughter. I call her Daddy Girl because she's the oldest. Yeah, she's still Daddy Girl. She's 35. But I got $50. And I thought that was the greatest. For doing what? Something I love? Just yeah, I want $50. I'll never forget, I bought her some Pampers and some wipes, because I'm like, I didn't know you get me money out of it. I just thought you just did it for fun. So
that's what I thought, because even with Pan and stuff, I didn't know people. I mean, it's very to think of that, but I thought Pan was just something people just play because they enjoy doing it,
Yeah, and you marvel wow, $50. Honestly, I wish I kept that $50 to frame it. By the time I need to see this is the first money I've got out of music. And I'll be honest with you, the only reason why I take money out of music because it helps do other things. I per se don't take it for myself. I take it to invest in other parts of the music. So the craft or the music can be heard in different aspects of different countries or different states and different platforms. But really, money out of music, to me, I was anointed with this gift, and I'm one of the messengers of a disciple from God, honestly, and I'm learning how to channel it in a different aspect. And you never know, Nikki. Honestly, you might one day not see me a preacher, but you'll see me like a powerful youthful movement to uplift the kids and even our generation and how they can help conduct themselves in better manners, because we all are suppressed under our system. That's a different story. I don't want to be no preacher. I just want to know that people could hear the positive words and don't look at life so negative.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good that, we have platforms where we're able to let people know what we're doing. We might probably look at ourselves and be very humble and say, I haven't reached there yet. But in other people's eyes, they see you as an influencer. They see you as someone who is there to preach the word of entertainment, of whatever you're there to preach in order to educate people about what's out there, Certain things you told me today that I didn't know. So I could go and elaborate on it, or I could go on and do my research and find out more for the next artist that's coming up who doesn't know. And that's how it goes. You know what I mean? It's like a domino effect.
Of course. And that's where
exactly. So how do you differentiate your sound system from any other sound system? How would you explain that? How are you guys compared to everyone else?
All right. Earth Ruler, big up Earth Ruler sound system. Earth Ruler crew, Earth Ruler family. What it is now, Earth Ruler is very, like, when it comes to music, see, people get dub plates, right? And if people don't understand what's a dub plate, the dub plate is when an artist sings their popular song or a song about your group going against an opponent, or just singing about your group and incorporate your group in their song. So Earth Ruler goes off of the cleanliness of a song. When I mean cleanliness, I'm not talking about the verbal words. I'm talking about the actual song, the MP3 nowadays that we use, or the wave length. And we make sure that the song is that your ears can be able to hear clearly and cleanly. The bass, the treble, the mids, everything in the song that you could gravitate to and you say, yes, because these are very important parts in a sound clash on people, the clarity of a song. So what we used to do, if it doesn't, we don't just dub plate, put on the dub plate and say it goes on this beat, because a lot of people don't understand, how can I say, beats from melody. You may be on the beat, but the melody is off. So we very, very fine-tuned into that, so it could be gravitating to your ears. And then our MCs like Scorpion. Scorpion is a more of a educated. Sorry, yes. Okay. Scorpion is a more of not an let's say educated, but Scorpion is more of a graphic guy into a sense of making things. I'm more of a street brawler. Like, I'll just say anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have two different type of MCs. So it's great that people can get a portion of two different sides of.
Oh, yeah.
Aspects. Yeah, definitely. So.
All right. What advice would you give to entertainers, DJs, singers, everybody basically in the entertainment industry? But since, you are multi-talented, right? So I have to put it in a whole scope.
Right.
Yeah. So what advice would you give to entertainers as a whole coming up in this industry?
Consistent. Love. If you truly have love for the passion, love for the craft that you're doing, give it your all. But don't forget your loved ones either. You include them, even if they don't understand or know or knowledgeable of what you're doing. After a while, they'll get knowledgeable if they're interested in you. Even if they know a little tiny part of it. Yes. And love yourself. Believe in yourself. You got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, what I know and what you know, and many of us that's watching, this Caribbean culture, Latin America, they will eat you alive. You got to claim greatness and better best. Be respectful. Be humble. Know the two different sides, like you said, the alter ego. Know your real name and know your stage name.
Yeah.
When I go home to my family, it's like, I'm not, Randy. And sometimes I look at, because I'm used to everybody saying Major, Lee Major, Lee. But when, Randy, and they, tease me. They always tease me. But they're very, very supportive. So it's great when we have a support system. If we don't have one, just know within you, if you believe in the Almighty, whoever it is, that's your support system with you. Do it. Anything in life.
Very good.
Anything, not just music. This is just a general conversation about life itself. Believe into yourself. If you don't, Nikki, oh my God, tears can come out my eyes and how they will mash you up and make you feel like you're worthless. But this is a positive conversation, and we're going to keep it elevated and positive. Believe in yourself. Know yourself. Love yourself.
You definitely have to.
Look in the mirror in the morning. Look, I am great. Greatness.
Self-love and appreciation for everything that you've done in the past and what's about to happen in the future.
Right. And once you do that too, not the culture, once you do that, Nikki, because if you listen to the conversation, you might think, well, that sounds kind of selfish. It's not selfish. When you do that for yourself, you can help do that for others. You can help your partner. You can love your partner even more. Your partner will truly believe that you love them because you love yourself. So you wouldn't want to hurt yourself. So you would treat them and care for them the same way how you love yourself.
True. That's so true.
So
that's really, really true. I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for being a part of this show, Lee. I mean, there's so many other questions that I had to ask you, but I know I'm going to have a part 2 to this. You really enlightened me. The question that you answered and so forth. The advice that you give people, anyone could use it. The upcoming youths, everybody within this industry, no matter what you're doing, things that you do out there inspire people. So always keep on inspiring people, no matter what you do, I want you to give your handles again so people would know where to go, and briefly tell me what other projects are you working on that we didn't get to touch on, and so forth.
Okay, right now I have a reggae song, dancehall song called "Set Me On a Trend." That's tearing the world up. I mean, I was shocked, but thank God. I mean, it's called "Set Me On a Trend." It's on the Tops and Roses rhythm. Enough respect reaching out to Ganguli GG Records. It's in Jamaica. It's called "Set Me On a Trend." The Image of the Boss. I have a confirmation coming up shortly. A new song coming up is called "Elevation." It's reggae per se, Afrobeat. It's gonna be something to listen to. The conversation that we were talking about, you're gonna see where it came from. Elevation and progress. I could even sing a little part of it, but yeah, it's definitely different. And you can check me out, Lee Major the Boss, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all leading social thread, Lee Major the Boss, and also Dancehall Archives on all outlets. I mean, YouTube, everywhere. I mean, check out, everything. I mean, if you have musical interests or whatever, just all a vibe.
All right. So I would like you to take us out with. Do you have anyone you want to shout out? Any messages you have to give before we sign off?
I would like to big up my Earth Roller team. Otis done, feel better, get better, my brother. You know, we have a little situation in our team going on that one of our members is truly sick. So we just pray for him to get better. His name is Dan, Junior Dan. I like to big up, of course, my family, my village, my grandkids, my Jasmine, Jabri, all of my kids, Azoria, just love and just know that grandpa, uncle, is there for you guys. I never turn my back. We go together. We stride life together. I'm there. And just all the people that support good music and support this platform that you're giving artists and people of opportunity, their voice to be heard. I thank you, Nikki, and your whole, from the bottom of my heart, to taking your time out in this day to talk about things that I know the people will be interested in hearing. So there's enough love and the engineering and the management and staff. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm very humble. Thank you.
You're super welcome. I'm very appreciative that you took the time as well, because I know you're a very busy man. You have a lot of things to do. You have a party to plan and so forth. So, you know, it's so much going on in everybody's world. But I'm like, I really want to give people the opportunities to be able to tell their story in depth, because people don't get to see you behind the scenes, to see what you do, to hear how you know, everything that you told us today. And there's so many different intricate parts that we would like to do. So I don't mind doing a part 3, a part 2, a 3, a 4, whatever it is, because you, if people are tuning in now, we spoke to Lee Major, the boss, about a dance hall film that they're doing called Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall. So you could put that into YouTube. You could also tune into the name of the company you said that they could tune into on YouTube. Okay, what's the name of it?
My page, my
Dance
YouTube
Hall Film.
Dance Hall Film is Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall on Instagram, Bad Like Brooklyn Dancehall. And and don't forget to see the Dancehall Archives. You know, if they want to see some footage of
exactly.
Oh yeah.
So tune into Dancehall Archives, you guys.
No, I didn't. Not to forget. Also,
go ahead.
I would like to say rest in peace to my brother Joel T from Jam Camp Family. He's the one who gave me that name, the boss, because it was we sat down and he said, yeah. So he said, we're gonna reinvent you. I believe I know him, Nikki. His name was Joel T. Yeah, and he passed away of cancer.
Yeah.
All of my cancer people, not cancer people, but people fortunately going through the illness of cancer right now and other ailments. So just shout out to you and just have faith and belong. You know, Father God is strong. Keep the faith.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Lee Major. I want to set up your song here so we could take you out. Is it Firefighter? I don't think we played that yet. Or Good Vibes?
Yeah. Firefighter, yes.
Which one would you like to hear?
Okay.
Firefighters? Okay. So,
No, firefighters. We're firefighters.
All right. So set up that song and then we'll take us out. Everyone, thank you very much for locking it into Island Vibe, Philly Caribbean Station. You're tuned in with Nikki G The Voice. You could catch me on all social medias, which is Nikki G The Voice. On SoundCloud is also Nikki G The Voice. My website is Nikki G Media. I want to thank the boss, Lee Major the boss, for coming on here again. And keep it locked because he'll be here again for people who are very active in the community and they have a lot to share. I'm inviting them again on the show so they know that I'm inviting you again to come on. If you have anything else going on and you want to, let the public know, let the subscribers know, you're very welcome to come back on.
Bless up. So like I was snowing today, February 17, 2024. Ladies, I know it's that time when everything is just kind of hot. So right now we have something to quench your thirst for the fire.
Firefighters, Mr. Good Vibe.
I'm Mr. Good Vibe this.
Leave me to the boss.
Every rain now wet them, we come feel wet them all. Yeah. Loving us the record.
Every girl we get wet now.
Llegaron los bomberos, venimos a apagar el fuego. Here comes the firefighters. We coffee, out the girl and fire. What fire?
In them hole.
What fire?
In them hole.
What fire?
In them hole.
What fire?
In them hole. Bend, twist. If you're under heat, yeah, the firefighter come fi cool off your heat.
Llegaron los bomberos, venimos a apagar el fuego. Here comes the firefighters. We coffee, out the girl and fire. We the best of the best.
Yeah.
No Superman, no Aquaman. Real firefighter go fi deal with the game. Go fi wet them up. We go fi wet them up. We go fi wet them up. Llegaron los bomberos, venimos a apagar el fuego. Here comes the firefighters. We coffee, out the girl and fire. What the fire?
In them hole.
What the fire?
In them hole.
What the fire?
In them hole.
What the fire?
In them hole. Bend, twist. If you're under heat, yeah, the firefighter come fi cool off your heat.
Llegaron los bomberos.
Welcome to Table Talk with Nikki G the Voice, where we bring to you highlights of entrepreneurs, leaders, organizers, and much more.
Cross the finish line. I'll be coming back for you.
A broad spectrum of professionals, including chefs, artists, designers, musicians, and much more. Our show is a new brand of talk shows where we educate, bring transparency, and last but not least, fun. Table Talk